Welcome everybody to look at a new 4K release from BFI. So it is 1995's Haine. So this is directed by Maffeo Cassavetes, who I've only seen one other film from before, and it was the Babylon AD, which wasn't particularly good. Apparently the studio interfered in a lot of ways in that film, so apparently that's why it was quite poor. But yeah, this is a social thriller, clocking in at 98 minutes long. Stars the likes of Vincent Cassel, who was also in the likes of Eastern Promises, Brotherhood of the Wolf, and the two Mezzarine films, Killer Instinct and Public Enemy #1. Also stars Saeed Tagamu, who was also in Three Kings and John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. So after a chaotic night of rioting in a marginal suburb of Paris, three young friends, Vince, Hubert and Saeed, wander around unoccupied, waiting for news about the state of health of a mutual friend who has been seriously injured in police custody. So this drama film is a highly respectable effort that features a plot drenched in characterization and thematic depth. It is also well paced, looks amazing in black and white, which comes down to the great cinematography. The cast is superb, the script is mostly well written, the setting is well used, it is predominantly engrossing, and you really do get into this kind of world of, working class people that are also in a great deal of poverty, and also dealing with outside influences like crime and the police. So yeah, really well done. And yeah, like I said, released on 4K. Now weirdly enough, I have not actually seen the disc of, as far as the 4K comes out in terms of release of this disc, because I saw the 4K remaster of this on the big screen at the cinema to celebrate its 30th anniversary. So I can't say whether or not the disc itself is great on my TV, but I can say that the 4K remaster looked absolutely superb on the big screen. It generally came to life with the black and white cinematography, and yeah, didn't look like it had been, overly done in terms of the 4K. It just looked good enough in the right areas while keeping elements to it that are natural, like blurred background, things being in focus where they need to be, and such in perfectly intact. So yeah, and yeah, the 4K itself was restored. 4K restoration itself was supervised by the director of photography, Pierre Aim, and presented on Ultra HD in Dolby Vision HDR10 compatible. So yeah, the guy who did the cinematography, which is one of the big plus points of this film, supervised the 4K restoration. So yeah, you can definitely take confidence in that you know it looks as great as it does. So yeah, got the 4K disc, and then you got a Blu-ray with special features on it. So yeah, which we'll get to in a moment. And then we also have a booklet with this release. So yeah, you'll know what so far so good means in reference to the film. So yeah, and then we also have it in the front there. So director's statement, and then another quote from the film. So in this booklet, we've got from La Haine to Les Miserables, return to the banlieue. I'm probably mispronouncing this because I'm not particularly good at saying any French words. So yeah, but that's by Jeanette Vicendo, and yeah. So these have spoilers in these, so I'm not going to really take any excerpts out from them. And then we've got an interview with the director by Colleen Aftab, which is quite a lengthy one. And then we've got The Sound and the Fury, Rap, Reggae and Resistance in La Haine by Steph Green. So yeah, the music plays an integral part to this film, although the director himself hates the fact that people call it a rap film. It's not. It's got a lot of music in it, but that's to complement the film itself. It's not the main focus. And they got After the Riot by Keith Reader from 1995. So it's quite a thick booklet, this one. We also have shots from either in the film or behind the scenes. And then we've got Going Around the Houses by Kaleem Aftab again, so another write-up from him. And then you got your cast and your crew in here as well. More shots from the film, so that's our three leads that we follow in this film. And then we've also got the Haine original review by Chris Dark. And then we've also got an interview with the director again, but this is from 1995 as part of the Haine press book. And we've got an interview with Vincent Cassel, also from the Haine press book. So it's cool that they've been able to keep hold of all of these, archival write-ups. And then an interview with Hubert Condé, an interview with Sayed Tamu, an interview with Christophe Rosian. Not sure who. I think he was an actor in this. I can't remember. This is the beauty of having all of the cast and crew in this. Uh, yeah, he was the executive producer on this film. So yeah, he's the one of the money men behind this. Didn't cost all that much, I don't believe, but it did make a resounding profit at the same time. And then we've also got more write-ups here. Then we've got about all of the special features in this as well, which there are plenty of. Now, the only annoying thing about this release is the box itself. It's not a hard box. You could easily unfold this or anything like that because, yeah, it's not a hard box. I'd like it to be a hard box. And also the fact that you put the booklet in and it either gets caught on something on the inside, so you have to properly. But even when you do that, as you can see, a slight amount of it is sticking out the edge. So I'd have preferred the box to have been a more hard box one without anything on the inside to catch it on. That's always something that's annoying as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, in terms of the extras on the actual release itself, we've got an alternative score by award-winning electronic music collective Asian Dub Foundation, which was recorded live at the Royal Festival Hall in 2025. Then we've got audio commentary from the director from 2004. Then we've got Redefining Rebellion from 2020, clocking in at 5 minutes. Film critic and programmer Kaleem Afteb explores the spirit of revolution in Haine. So I think a lot of this was also part of the Blu-ray release of this, which came out a few years ago. Might have been 2020, given a fair bit of this is from that year. And then we've got Screen Epiphany. Reese Ahmed introduces the Haine from 2020, clocking in at 14 minutes long. Um, then we've got the award-winning actor talks about his connection to the film. Then we've got an interview with the director from 2020, clocking in at 35 minutes long. Then we've got three short films by the director, Theo Lepeau from 1990, clocking at 7 minutes long. So a young man shoots hoops or tries in a gym in an effort to impress a young woman. Then we've got Cauchemar Blanc from 1991, clocking in at 10 minutes long. So a group of white men carry out a racist attack in the Benue. Then we've got Assassins from 1992, clocking at 12 minutes long. So this is the director's short film that he later developed into the feature film Assassin or Assassins in 1997. Then we've got 10 Years of Haine from 2005, clocking in at 84 minutes long. Feature-length documentary marking the 10th anniversary of the director's award-winning film. Casting and Rehearsals from 1995, clocking in at 19 minutes long. Anatomy of a Scene from 1995, clocking in at 7 minutes long. That's a look at the shooting of a particularly challenging scene, potentially the end scene as far as challenging scenes go. And then we've got Behind the Scenes, 1995, clocking at 6 minutes long. Then the director, his cast and crew are prepared to embark on making Haine. So that's what the behind the scenes bit is. And then we've got colour deleted and extended scenes from 1995, clocking at 17 minutes long, including afterwards by the director on selected scenes, trailers, as well as the book that we've already shown off as well. So yeah, quite a comprehensive release there. And like I said, seeing this 4K remaster on the big screen for the first time just blew me away in terms of the way it looks. It's not the first time I've seen the film, but it is only the second time I've seen the film. But yeah, it definitely looked remarkably better than how I remember it looking originally. And yeah, seeing it on the big screen in this new 4K edition was just absolutely remarkable. And yeah, one of the few times where I've been able to see a new remaster on the big screen first rather than on TV first or my TV first. So yeah, that was great. And yeah, the film itself is excellent. I highly, highly recommend it if you haven't seen it already. 4.5 stars from me. And yeah, this release is on the whole pretty decent. It's just the box itself that lets it down, which yeah, like I said, is either catching the end of the booklet and therefore not letting it all in, or it's going to damage the end of the booklet as well. So yeah, basically going to have to put it in that end way in rather than that way in to prevent any damage. So yeah, that's the only drawback to the release itself. Would have preferred a hard box like we've had from Arrow Video in the past. Nonetheless, though, if you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.